It's confirmed, Manchester United have sacked Erik Ten Hag. The Red Devils slumped to a 2-1 defeat to West Ham and sat 14th in the table, well adrift from where they should be. The worst start to a Premier League season, negative goal difference, one win in the last 11 European games. He spent over £600 million, yet they are struggling. Every time he faces criticism, he just seems to highlight the trophies he's won. Meanwhile, his team falls apart. So did Ten Hag deserve the sack? Currently, Manchester United are suffering in the Premier League, and things don't look like they're improving. Injuries are becoming a worry, and the team looks demotivated. And the embarrassing thing is, there are no excuses. Since 2022, Manchester United have spent €660 million, and not much has come out of it. £215 million spent in just the last transfer window on players like Ugarte, De Ligt, Xerxes, Mazraoui, and yet the performances have been awful. Wins under Ten Hag this season have been against teams like Fulham, Brentford, Barnsley and Southampton. Money is just flying out the window, and yet nothing is happening. Recently unveiled was Ten Hag getting a £200,000 wall so his training could be more secret and hidden. It's just ludicrous. Next, we have to look tactically. Ten Hag's been given so much money, he could buy players in whatever position he wants. Yet the tactics are terrible, and he's easily outclassed. When he arrived, many tried saying he needed time to adjust, but that was ages ago. And meanwhile, fellow Dutch manager Arne Slot has arrived and sent Liverpool to the top of the table. Against Porto, a goal down and making defensive subs like Maguire and Johnny Evans, instead of actually bringing on attacking options. In fairness, it did end up working in the end, but it was an utterly clueless choice. Once we got to game week 7, only newly promoted Southampton had scored less goals in the Premier League. And in my opinion, the most frustrating thing is the fact he cannot take the blame and doesn't seem to see himself as an issue. Every time a game is lost or a decision is questioned, he just defends himself by saying he's won trophies. I mean, that's fair enough to him, but that was then. And this is now, and previous victories don't make up for current poor management. He cannot just deflect any criticism and lie about the truth. It's like a whiny baby who throws toys out the pram when things don't go his way. With all this, it's clear to see Erik Ten Hag was deservingly sacked. But was it all too late? There were rumours in the summer of a new manager coming to replace him. That would have given the new head coach time to build the team he wanted. But instead, Ruben Amorim has been given the job in November and put in charge at a very difficult period of the season, without much time to adapt. Amorim even said himself he wanted to finish the season with Sporting, but this chance to be Manchester United manager is a now or never opportunity. The Portuguese manager is under a lot of pressure. And let's look at Ruben Amorim. He's been great with Sporting, winning Liga Portugal last season and leaving this season with the Portuguese side top of the table, 10 wins out of 10 games, and most recently beating Pep Guardiola's Manchester City 4-1 in the Champions League. He was also at one point favourite to replace Jurgen Klopp at Liverpool. However, in the end, Arne Slot became the new head coach. And of course, there's been great success in the past for people who have left Sporting for Manchester United. He's cost the Red Devils £10.6 million to appoint as manager, but could he be the one to turn Manchester United around? The issue with answering this question is that we've said this so many times in the past. However, Amorim is the first manager appointed in Sir Jim Ratcliffe's time in charge. But would he end up like every other manager post Sir Alex Ferguson? Ever since Fergie left, Manchester United have just fallen apart. David Moyes, Louis van Gaal, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and now Erik Ten Hag have all failed. The best they've had is Jose Mourinho, and he still faced the sack. There seems to be something systematically wrong at Manchester United, and they don't seem able to fix it. And at what point do the players see a bit more of the blame? The team is crumbling just as much as the stadium. All this money invested and time devoted, yet things seem to be going nowhere. Can Amorim really do what everyone else failed and fix Manchester United? The pressure on the Portuguese manager's shoulders is insane, and we don't know if he will crack under the strain of the job. As good as his record is, him being made manager seemed like a rushed and rash decision by those in charge of Man U, and we will have to wait and see if they'll regret it. But for now, Erik Ten Hag departs Old Trafford, just like his predecessors, a man unable to fill a Sir Alex Ferguson-shaped hole. Will Amorim be the one to change years of hurt, or will Manchester United's woes continue? But that's it for this video. Erik Ten Hag, the man who said errors come to an end, has seen his era end all too soon. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.